Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. As you can see, it's still raining. I wonder how long this will last for. Maybe eternity. Look how violent that rain is, too. I think it's actually raining harder than it was last episode. So that's fun. At least we know the rain will just never stop, so that's good. So what I decided to do since the last episode is we have this beautiful truck and trailer sitting here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to back this up over to this pile, and this is going to be our new point of chip destruction because we need a lot of chips, and we're just going to kill our saw logs to do it. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. This is all going to be chipped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the chipper. Actually, we should do that while we're talking about it here. I'm going to bring the chipper over here, and we're going to park it so it offloads right into the back of that truck. We were using that excavator with the bucket head, but we were not really getting a whole lot of wood out of that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hook onto it and drag it over here. We could probably honestly sell one of those bunchers, too, that we're not using. I think I'll sell the John Deere buncher for now. Or you know what I might do? I might do a lot of things. I have a lot of ideas. we could actually get rid of this pile, too, and chip it. So many choices. So maybe what we should do is finish cleaning up the roadside stuff. There's just so many things I want to do, but everything's all over the place right now. So, and then these little chips on the ground, whatever. We'll clean those up whenever we get to it. So let's go like this and run over all this stuff. Hopefully not getting too stuck. Come on, little truck. Come on. Oh, man. Try not to high center on bits of wood. That's the trick. I just need to get it to a spot where it's not going to get hung up. Come on. There we go. Oh, we just got to get over this piece, then we're good. Oh, man. What a gutless thing. All right, there we go. Okay, so what we need to do is load this guy up here. We're going to shred all of this stuff. Turn it all into wood chips. That's the goal. So let's start with this pile. And then we'll move on to the other spot. So I wonder if I should bring that chip trailer over here for now. Till we move over there. Let's do that. So we're going to go grab this trailer, park it there, and then we can come over and load it up. What I need is another attachment head to do some chip loading. And I think I might put that on the John Deere. So let's try that here. So, so I'm going to leave that buncher right where it is. And what we're actually going to do is I'm going to low bed the other buncher. I'm going to low bed that other buncher back to the main base. We'll swap out that head and sell it. And then we can put a loader head on it, or like a, log loader head. Okay, so where's our low bed? Let's tab to that guy. There we go. Okay, so I don't think we have too far to go. We can probably just back it up over there. Because our bit is right over here. Okay, let's not get this hung up in this wood chips. Let's go around the wood chips this time. Got all these little bits all over the place to clean up one day. Once we get an actual chipper that can grind it up properly. And let's go like this. Oops, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so let's grab this guy, which has actually still got quite a bit of fuel in it. And we're going to use this guy to load wood chips. That'll be fun. Do something different. So we're going to bring her back to base, swap the head off of it, change things up a little bit, and see what we can accomplish. I've actually seen a lot of these 909 bodies in real life that have the grapple heads on them. It's kind of funny. And we'll drop it there. Then we'll lock her down. Raise up our thingamajigger there. Okay, so let's bring this guy back. And then I think we should be able to just go right by the shop, drop the head off, and sell it, I think, if all's right in the world. And then we'll put a new head on it. And we'll use that for chips. That way our loader can kind of stay out in the bush working. And then we can just have kind of a little cleanup guy like this. Be perfect. Just to kind of change things up a little bit. Then we got to keep forwarding, keep processing. I'm basically just trying to do wood chips. I mean, technically I could turn our banked wood into wood chips if we really wanted to, but God, it's such beautiful wood, I don't want to drop that. Not my goal anyway. Oop. Let's go pull in. Actually, if I pull in close enough, I could probably just literally go like this. Oops. Oh, it locked the head down. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't even know that was an option. Didn't even know the head locked. Alright, so let's go like this. And drop that attachment right over there. Bloop. And we're going to relock this. Bloop. Back it up. I don't want this too close to the sell pointer. I'm probably going to accidentally sell all of this stuff. Not what I want to do. And let's buy another grapple head. Alright, so now, let's see here. We should be able to sell this. Condition, return it. Actually, it's a leased item. I could have returned it, but I didn't know which one it was, and I always have a tendency to sell the wrong one by accident, so. I like it, so you can just do a drive-by thing. For all those people asking for a loader on a trailer, just do this. You don't need a loader on a trailer. You have one. Just attach the low bed and a loader and do this. Then you can just bring it everywhere you go. There we go. That's a good picture. They're all good pictures. Just kidding. They're not all good pictures. Okay, so let's get this over to the little pile there. We're gonna do some wood chips for a little bit here. Clean that up. Then we got to finish up our roadside loading project there. Still got quite a few longs to bring back, so we'll do that. Whoa, 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 whoa! Easy trailer, a little heavy there. Just a tinge hefty. Okay. And then one day, I'm going to do a flyby at the end of all this to show all the work we've accomplished. We've done a lot of logging here, so this is really good. I like how it's so heavy, it just power slides around corners. Watch this. Power slide. Da, 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 da. Beautiful. Okay, so this guy doesn't need to go too far here because we're just going to drop it right in here. All right, then we're going to unlock it. Drop the ramp here. Offload it. There we go, beauty. And now we're going to load up some chippa. And then try to adjust it so that we can unload directly into the trailer. Because I think we'll get a lot more content that way. I saw a few comments from people saying that the chipper dropping them on the ground, we lost a lot of content. And I don't know why that's happening. Could be something to do with the map or that type of chipper, but I don't know. This way, we're going to do it. Oops. Oh, my goodness. I was not paying attention there. And we just caused the company millions of dollars damage on the truck and trailer. Great job. So let's go park this over in here. Right in here. Perfect. All right, so let's take a look here. So we got this guy lined up pretty much almost about right. We can always back that thing up if we need to. And then this guy all ready to go as well. So let's take a quick peeksy peek here. Feels so low to the ground. Actually, this might be a good picture too here. Just looking for that perfect picturesque angle. Oh, sorry. You guys get to be part of my picture taking excursion. It's hilarious. I can just go right down there. Let's do that. Boop. Get a couple pictures. Try a couple things. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to time-lapse this part because it'll probably take forever, but I'm going to try to chip through the rest of this. Whatever I can get my hands on. We might get a couple bundles of this stuff too, but anyway, wish me luck. Alrighty, well, we pretty much cleaned up that pile a little bit there. This little stuff is just so hard to, it'll just be so time consuming to do such little pieces with this type of grapple. Just you only grab like 2 or 3 of them at a time. So I decided I'm just going to leave these here. If we ever get like a ground chipper, we'll come back and maybe mulch them up or something. But for the time being, nah, not so worth loading it. So my next plan was I'm just going to move this chipper over to our new landing there, and I think I'm going to move the other equipment as well. We'll move the loader and that, and we also have to start cleaning up the rest of our long stuff up top there, so we'll get another trailer and do that as well. So let's get this guy over here real quick. Dive bomb it right next to our trailer. We don't really have a full operational plan of what we're doing over here, so I'm just going to kind of put them side by side. And then our forwarder can come in and keep dropping stuff in there for our chip pile. I noticed this this thing does fill up a lot faster for chips on the trailer with those small amounts of wood compared to when we were piling it before. So I do definitely believe we were losing quite a bit of chips into the ground or whatever was happening. But now should be a lot better. Oops, what am I doing? This guy doesn't need to come over here. I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to go back and pick up the nothing because there's nothing to pick up. Okay, so this guy can just come over here and chill out next to these things. We'll figure out a strategy for what we want to do here. Okay, bloop. The forwarder's still doing his thing. Skidder I can bring over that way too. I imagine the skidder... Well, actually, I don't think this plow blade can actually manipulate the wood chips. I think it's only for doing it the other way. So what I might have to do is I might have to buy that excavator bucket. I can even put it on that that other John Deere machine there, and we can use that to spread the chips around. So you can kind of see where I'm dumping them in that pile there, but it's not super accurate. It's kind of messy, in fact. So I'm going to bring this guy out to our area down here. Actually, I'm just going to park it here. We'll make a little line right here for now. Just with the stuff that we're not sure what to do with. We may need this for road building or something, so I don't want to bring it too far. This guy's just on its own little quest out here, so that's fine. This guy I'm going to have to low bed. So let's hop over to our low bed. And let's grab that guy again. We do need a bucket on there too, so... Tricky stuff. I don't know what I want to do here. I just need a bucket on the back of that thing so I can just drop and grab and drop it. Let's go a little bit further here. There we go. All right. This guy's actually working pretty good for loading chips, though. It seems to be quite smooth. It's low enough to the ground you can kind of see him going to the chipper a little bit better. But then again, I guess high up it works pretty good too, so... I think it's more personal preference. Some people like loading stuff low. It's same with bunching. Some people love using like the Medill or the Tiger Cat for bunching, which is crazy to be that high bunching, but some people like it. I personally like low machines. I think the Cat 551 there is the best one for doing like low cutting and bunching. It's just so nice to be able to, one, see your tracks, and two, for it to be so low to the ground, you have a lot more center of mass, so it's a lot nicer. All right. Oh, oops. We better avoid that tree because I don't want to hit it. So I'll go bring this guy out, drop it out here, and then we're going to have to swing back to our main base and grab another long trailer because we got a little bit of longs to pick up still. I'm not even going to take... oh, where am I going with this? I have to bring this back because it's our loader. My mistake. I'm thinking ahead too far that I'm actually forgetting where I'm supposed to be going here. All right, so this guy I actually don't want this far. I want it just up to here. Because this is going to be where we offload our stuff here. So I'm just going to park this right here. We're going to unlock it. And perfect. And I'm just going to leave that guy right there. Oh, that's a nice picture. I like that. And, yeah, so let's head back to our main base here. Find our truck that's solemnly parked. And we're going to grab another long log trailer. Wherever I keep those. Long logger. There we go. Our last load on the long logger was actually quite a nice load. That's why I kind of left it in our bank there. So now, I doubt we'll be able to get all of this on one load, but we'll maybe 1.5 loads, or if I can spread it out enough, I could get 2 half-decent looking loads, I think. Oops. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to time-lapse the next little bit here because it's going to take a little while to get out there, so... yeah, I'm going to brag this guy out there, and we're just going to do some more roadside stuff, so wish me luck. Alrighty, guys, there we did it. We got another full block completed. I actually thought we were gonna have a lot more longs on that thing than we did, but I guess that's all we had. So we got not even quite a full load out of that. I was quite surprised. For some reason in my head, I was like, oh yeah, we got more than enough there, but it's almost a full load, I guess. But yeah, that's it. We cleaned up this whole area, which is pretty impressive. So I'm glad we got that done. Now we can move on to greener pastures. So I'm just going to bring this guy back down to the mill there. And we're going to bank this one as well. We're just going to pile up all kinds of logs all over the place. So we're going to bank this one. And then I guess onto our forwarder project will be next here. So we'll just give her. And now, well, actually, I think I'm going to save the forwarder for next episode. What I would like to do is kind of plan out our attack here. So one thing I really would like to do is get a bucket on something and bring it out there. So let's give it a shot here. What I might do is actually leave my loader head out there. Because we don't really need our... we have our main loader that I just walked over there now, so I don't really need to have the other one. I thought the wood chips project was going to be a little bit bigger. We're going to run out of room here. We're going to park this one. Let's park it in here instead. How about that? Let's park it right here just for random fun. Right there. So, maybe what we'll do, just because it's probably good to do this now and not waste the time, I'm going to leave this head out here because I have a feeling that we may use this again. So I'm going to just drop it right here for now. And then we're going to get a bucket for this guy. We probably should be using our 320D for that, but the 320D is going to come back with some improvements here. So we can use it for other things, because I have a lot of attachment machines and I never know which one I want to use for what. So I'm going to put a bucket on this guy just to get things rolling here. And I'm going to need it because we're going to have to go, now that we're dumping so many chips into that little river section, I'm going to have to actually go in there and start sorting it out, because there's a lot of moving around of wood chips to kind of straighten that out as a road. And I think that might take a little bit of time to get that all sorted out. So, oops, we're going into the bushes here. Oh, some power sliding going on again. I love the power sliding. It's just too much fun. Let's see how much of a power slide we can get on this corner, just to change things up. Keep ourselves interested. Have some fun. See if we can make this corner, how much of a slide we get. Hard turn, hard turn, hard turn. Oh, we're going to slide. Oh, look at that. Oh, power slide. Oh, we fixed her, though. Pretty close. I love those. Too much fun. All right, so let's grab ourselves a bucket, which I still haven't done any modification to this bucket yet. It's still got that thumb on it in that one spot, but that thumb may be changing to a 2x2 claw. And I had some people say put the thumb on the arm of the machine, but that doesn't work because the physics do not jive. Can't do it. I can do it, but I can't. It'll be pretty much useless if you try to use it with an attachment, because the attachment and the arm of the machine will be separate collision pieces. So if you tried to close the thumb, if it was like if the thumb was on the arm and you tried to close that down on top of an attachment like a grapple or something, the grapple would push away from the thumb and it would create like this scary little tangenty thing that would happen. It wouldn't be good. Basically, it would just all be bad. That'd be how I'd put it. And you don't want it bad, you want it good. Good, not bad. So what we're going to do is bring this guy all the way down to the last end, because like I said, I walked that loader over there now, so I don't have to really worry about the loader. Oops, real good power slide in that one. I don't have to worry about this thing for loading wood chips. The reason I wanted this thing to have that power clam was like, oops, I think that's the turn I want to make. Oh, while we're going in here now. We'll just take a detour through the bushes. God, I wish you could just turn that off, the drive in too deeply thing. So annoying. So we're going to bring this all the way out here because we don't need it for loading wood chips. We got that big loader. Drop it off somewhere towards the end here. Somewhere towards the end. Like right in here, I think. There we go. Let's just get this thing right out of the way. And we'll drop her down. Oops. There we go. I'm actually still really impressed with this trailer. The way it loads and unloads machines is pretty gosh darn good. So now this is basically our little play place to have some fun in. There we go. Beauty. And I'm actually not going to do anything on it just yet because we have to kind of make a plan of action here. So basically we've been kind of dumping right in this zone right here. And it gets, I think it gets deeper. Well, it's not super deep. I think we should be able to fill this in pretty much straight across. And then it kind of starts rising up again till we hit this little fjordy patch here. And then we're fine after that. We literally just have to clear from where he is to here, which is actually quite a bit of ground. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's a lot of ground we got to cover to fill it. So what I'll end up doing is probably using this guy to kind of shuffle it around so it's a little flatter, and then we'll just keep basically just pounding it in here until we get it filled up. The biggest problem I'm going to run into is I'm going to run out of wood chips, and I can see that already. So what I'm probably going to have to do is start forwarding some more wood, or using the forwarder or processor, sorry, to cut down some more stuff for the forwarder. So we still have a little bit of standing timber in here. I might come over to this section and clean this up because I bet we can get quite a bit of chips out of this stuff here, and we're not far from our processor. So maybe what I'll do is I'll grab our processor right now and just kind of walk it over in that direction. Because we got a little bit of wood to pick up here, chip and turn. And then maybe we can move our chipping situation up the hill a little ways there. So our chipper's over there. Yeah, we're kind of getting to the point where we're going backwards. What we should be doing is moving the wood forward here. Oops, we got a little friend hanging out there. Amazing what the physics in this game do. Hey, look at the thing. See if we can get it off our track. It doesn't even know what it's doing. It's stuck in the inner workings of the track now. Bizarre. Well, that's just going to be our little wood friend there, so it's all good. So yeah, there's this nice big stand of timber right over here. I'm just going to ignore these couple trees and we'll move right into there. And then what I'll end up doing is moving basically our wood chipping operation up from way back yonder there to pretty much right next to this operation. And what we'll do is maybe I'll grab a couple of these on the way, actually, so we can kind of make a start point. And we'll keep walking here. Now, I'm not going to cut these to 4.6. I'm going to cut them to something a little bigger, like maybe a 6.1. Because I think that wood chipper can definitely take a teeny bit longer pieces. So, and then we'll set up our wood chipper like over here somewhere. Let's just leave a couple of these here. Our forwarder can actually probably handle these no problem too. So, and now I'm going to leave the ugly bits in here as well. I'm not going to get too precise on my cutting just because we'll need them for the chipper. So let's maybe grab just a couple more of these while we're here. Make a nice standing pile here for our chipper. I'm going to kill these last two trees before the end of our episode here, just so we know where our location's going to be for the chipper. Because in the end, isn't that what it's all about? Having a proper setup that's slightly organized. At least slightly, anyway. That's all we can ask for. All right. There we go. Beauty. Beauty. Okay, so we're going to leave this guy right... Oh, actually, let's not leave it right here because we're going to move our chipper too. So let's just park it right in here. Beauty. Okay, we'll leave that there. So yeah, I think I'm pretty much going to leave it here for now. What we'll do in the next episode is we're going to chip up what we got. We'll use that forwarder to clean up the rest of that stuff there. Bring it back, chip it up, do a couple more dumps over here. We'll be playing with the excavator in the next one just to kind of start moving some of that stuff around. And then I'm going to try to come through here with that processor, and I'm just going to wipe all these out. Leave a nice pile. We'll bring our wood chipper over here and start chipping more until we get across that island. Then we can start bunching and getting right into the good stuff. And basically what I want to do is clear that whole section on that side, or at least have a time kind of cutting it out. And then after that's done, we can move on to Rogue River, the new map. Should be pretty exciting. Anyway, if you guys liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe. And if you're in the bush, well, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.